Now, we're talking about trashy smoke. Bill, tell us about the different qualities of smoke. Is there such a thing as good smoke and bad smoke?
I think well combusted wood smoke is the best smoke. And most, I mean, it's not commonly understood, right? Half that power is burning smoke. Smoke is a fuel. So when you heat up a log, after it dries out, it breaks down into coals and smoke. And when you see a flame is just a burning gas. That's smoke burning. And if you burn it cleanly, you crack the hydrocarbons into smaller, less tarry chains, and you're going to get sweeter flavors as a result from that. If you don't burn the smoke completely, you have long, tarry hydrocarbons, and that's what condenses as that black and bitter creosote, which has a very acrid taste. So it matters enormously that you burn the smoke generated by the heating logs completely, no matter what, because if you don't, it's going to condense on the meat.
What is the difference between blue smoke and white smoke and yellow smoke and brown smoke?
Yeah, those are the colors of smoke are indicative of the aerosol size of the particle, the average diameter of the aerosol. And if smoke is white, it's reflecting all the colors of the spectrum, which is why it appears to be white. If the smoke is blue, it's the aerosol particles are smaller, which is indicative of more complete combustion, and the shorter wavelengths are the only ones getting bounced off those smaller particle diameters, which is why shorter blue wavelengths are being reflected off a smaller particle size. That's why cleaner smoke looks bluer and dirtier smoke looks whiter, because it's also reflecting the reds.
Well, I think this is in the grain of these questions, which is, what about kiln dried wood versus naturally just aged wood? How does the panel feel about kiln dried?
Personally, I think it's too much drying for the wood. I think it needs to be naturally dried and burns according to the way it's aged and stuff. There's nothing wrong if you got a hold of green or wet wood and rigged it up so you could get it drying real quick, the smaller splits, so you could get to cooking. You can help it by example. You could put it on top of a box, or put it on top of some brick on a firebox and help that wood dry itself out enough to use proper, even though it was recently cut. But
I've seen
wood's harsh.
I've seen cooks do that, take their splits and lay them on top of the firebox to dry them out a bit.
Yeah, a lot of people feed theirs that way, purposely getting a little bit more of that moisture content out of that wood before it hits the coals. That's exactly right.
Or put them in the corner of the firebox. If you have a big firebox, you just put them off to the side and in the corner of the firebox and preheat them. And then after a few minutes, you just flick them on top of the fire and they catch on instantly.